Hello. I hope you are excited. I am excited. Oops, I clear that. Okay, here we are. Guys, I'm excited. We are going to start doing lives on Wednesdays and Fridays here. I was doing Wine Wednesdays in Mommy's on a Mission for a long while, and then I transitioned to early morning ones, which were exhausting. Oh my Lanta, were they exhausting? And then I took a little hiatus, from doing just, general lives. So here we are, we're back, we're excited. Who's excited? I'm excited. When you jump on, say hey. If you're catching replay, say #replay. Let me know if you have any questions at any point in time. Drop them in the comments below. I am going to see if let's see. I'm going to see if I can tag some people. Some people wanted a reminder. So 1 sec, and then we will dive in. And if you hear my kiddo, he is not napping. He has picked today to just not nap. And he's in his room and he's going, Mommy, I'm all done napping. I'm like, oh my Lanta. So if you hear him, yeah, he's fine. He's absolutely fine. All right, let me see if I can tag some of you guys and then we'll jump in. We are going to jump in. So if you jump in, say hey. Let's see. It might not even let me do this. It hasn't let me do this in a long time. So we'll see. Nope, number 1 is not working. Nope, it's not gonna let me tag you guys. So I'll try to tag you after the video. That's all I can do. So anyway, we are gonna dive in. I hope that you guys are excited. This is actually it's not my favorite thing to talk about, but it's one of the things that I think is so crucial to your business because we're moms, we're exhausted, right? Right. Maybe I can just put it over here. I'm so not tech savvy. Most of you guys know that. In a group, I could put it here. My land of peoples. We are live. All right. There we go. Okay. All right, kids, buckle in. Also, if you have not started following me on YouTube, you should. I am going to start putting up a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. It's like my new end of year goal is to actually get that up and going. I had it going for a bit, and then I decided I didn't like the videos, so I took them down. So we're going to revamp it. It's going to be awesome. So it's going to be completely business. It's not going to be kid related. It's going to be growth and strategy and all that jazz. So if you haven't started following me, hit the subscribe button or click that and then hit the subscribe button so that you can get all the new videos. Cool? Okay, that was housekeeping. If you jump on, say hey. If you're catching the replay, #replay, let me know. All right, we're going to dive in. Okay, so we're going to talk about tricks to getting into your work zone. So you're a mom, right? You're a mom. You're exhausted. The kiddos are exhausting. You have errands to run and appointments to keep and places to go and things to do and tiny humans to feed. Let's not even talk about the social life, right? We don't have social lives. We just don't. Let's be honest. We don't have social lives. So we're just going to take that one off the table for now. But we also run businesses. We are successful mompreneurs. But when do you work? Do you have a designated work spot? If you don't, I think that you should learn to work in pockets of time. I've done plenty of videos on that. So hey Amanda, so if you want to check those out, go check those out. But this is specifically getting into your work zone. So again, kiddos are running around, you're going crazy. How do you focus? How do you laser focus to get into the mood to work? Because sometimes you're just like, oh my God, I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna let the kids run amok because I'm just not feeling it. right? I mean, I think that's just typically part of mom life in general. However, every single day, you must be taking actionable steps to move your business forward. Every single day. Doesn't matter how small those actionable steps are. You must be taking steps every single day to move your business forward. If you want to succeed, good morning, it's afternoon. Hey, Melissa. If you want to succeed in your business, you must move it forward daily. Again, doesn't matter how small or how big the task that you do, you just got to do it. So how do you focus? How do you get into your work zone? So I want to kind of separate it out into two different categories. One, your work zone when the kiddos aren't around. Because let's be honest, when they're not around, all you want to do is sit, have a cup of coffee by yourself, drink it hot, and not work. Because it is a mom moment, right? You just want to enjoy that moment. And I will say, you should take those moments now and then. But if you have uninterrupted work time, use it to your advantage so that you're not staying up late nights or getting up like insanely early. I have lots of clients who get up insanely early. One might be on this call. But some of us can't do that. So if you have uninterrupted work time, make sure that you are focused and ready. In your head, know that, oh my God, I'm going to be kid-free for, I don't know, an hour today. Make sure that you are kid-free, if you know that you're going to be kid-free for an hour today, mentally prepare yourself to get into your work zone. Start going over the things that you want to accomplish. Start telling yourself that you are going to be productive. A lot of it is mindset. And I'm not a woo-woo-y mindset-y coach, but mindset does play into business on all factors, whether it's selling your packages, feeling confident about your prices, knowing that your audience is going to see you as an expert. Part of that is mindset. So when it comes to getting in your work zone, part of it is mindset. I'm not going to say a large part. A large part is actually taking action. But part of it is, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to work no matter what. I'm not going to let anything distract me. So get into that mindset. Have your notes set up and ready to go. Whether you use a paper notepad or a tablet notepad or whatever it is, have it set up, have it ready to go so that as soon as you sit down, you can hit the ground running. You're getting into your work zone, you're mentally preparing, you're sitting down, you need to be ready to hit the ground running. You can't just sit down and go, okay, well, let's see what I have to do. Dude, you're going to waste your hour. The kids are going to come home, and then it's going to be dinner time or nap time or bath time or swim lessons time or soccer time or fill in the blank. Have your to-do list and your notes ready to go. Can't stress this enough. Make sure you as a mompreneur are working from your list. You will not succeed. I will put any amount of my paychecks on this point. You will not succeed as a mompreneur if you are not working from a list of some sort, whether it's a sticky note list or an ability list or a I still have these. I still love these. A notepad list, whatever it is, make sure that you are working from your list. Because when you get into that designated work time, you need to be able to go, okay, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. Done. And you feel accomplished. Make sure that you have had your potty break. This kind of seems like a point that doesn't need to be made, but I cannot tell you how many times I have sat down or I've sat down with a strategy call person or a client and we get on our call and they're like, hold on a second, I gotta pee. Or I've done it too. Like I sit down, it's the last thing I think about and I'm like, okay, I'm in my work zone, I'm ready to go. When I start typing, I'm like, oh crap, I gotta pee. Okay, it doesn't take a long time, but it's still taking time away from your work zone. So make sure that you pee. And we're moms, we have tiny bladders. Make sure that you've done your potty breaks. Make sure that you have your beverages ready. Where you are, where you're sitting, where you're working, doesn't matter if you're at a desk or on a sofa or in your bed or at a bar top or at a cafe. Make sure you have your beverages so that you're not having to get up and go get water. If you're talking a lot, If you're doing a live or you're doing a podcast, you're doing something where you're actually audible, you definitely want to make sure that you're hydrated. I can't do this. If you can listen to music and music just chills you out and gets you in the mood to work, make sure you have your music ready. Whether it's your phone with your iTunes or your Spotify or whatever, make sure that that's ready. If you're like me, you have to put a movie on. I literally cannot listen to music and work at the same time. I will get sidetracked because I'll be like, oh, that reminds me, I was doing this earlier when this was playing. I should go do this. Or I'll start singing. You don't want to be in the house when I start singing. Cats cry when I start singing. But I get into it. Like, I grab myself a microphone. I start rocking out. I do dance moves. I'm gonna like bash myself here. I will pull up like a recorded window and just like dance to myself. I don't record it. Nobody needs to see that. But it's nuts. It's nuts. So I can work with a movie in the background. If I've seen it, Mrs. Doubtfire or Titanic is my go-to work movie. Don't ask. It's a long story. Or Arthur, like the 1981 Arthur movie. I'll put them on behind my screens, whatever I'm doing, and then I just listen to it because I don't have to watch it. I know what's happening. I don't have to stop or quote or listen. Or if I do quote, it's completely subconsciously and it doesn't throw me off the task that I'm doing. So make sure that you have your background noise. Maybe you're have to have it completely quiet type of person to get into your work zone. Make sure that it's quiet. Would love to see that. You should follow my Insta stories sometimes. I do it on Insta. It's awful. I think I'm really good at lip syncing. I'm not. I'm really not. I've also been told I'm not. It doesn't hurt my feelings. It doesn't stop me from from singing. Anyway, and then have a plan. So when you sit down to get into your work zone, you need to make sure that you have a plan. Whether it's, you've mapped out your to-dos, maybe you need to, right before you sit down, you need to say, okay, I'm going to do this and this and this first. So kind of like, I don't know how many of you have read Eat That Frog. I have a love-hate relationship with this book because what the principle behind it is, you do the thing that you don't want to do first. And I'll use myself as an example. I hate starting new conversations with people. From the depths of my soul, I don't like it. If you're in my bubble, I want to talk to you all the time, all day. I love it. But when it comes to setting up, say, new strategy calls, which are just like my sales calls, if you will, or starting new conversations, I don't know, it makes my skin crawl, mostly because I'm such an introvert. So what I do to get into the work zone, I mentally prepare for the fact that either because it's Tuesday or because it's Thursday or because it's Wednesday, I do my calls on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That way I have a lot of recuperation time. Introvert life. I have to mentally prepare to do that. And if I have a really long list, which is actually, I don't know if you can see this, hold on. I will show you, like, it was a long list yesterday. I'm like desperately surprised that I even got any of that done. But I will put next to the items that I have to get done beyond anything else. So for me, on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I have got to start my conversations and follow through with those who have booked sales calls with me, strategy calls with me. I don't mind talking to my clients. I will catch up with them all day, Monday through Friday in our time zone. I will reach out. I will say, hey, if you're a previous client, I will, send you messages and talk to you. You're in my network. You're in my bubble. Like, you to cool kids. But I personally just don't. I like it once I'm in it. So I shouldn't say I don't like it at all, because, you make really great connections. And at some point, a lot of you were complete strangers. So know that I was completely uncomfortable starting all our conversations. But that being said, it's how you generate income. So you have to do it. I gotta go back to my notes. I just showed you yesterday's notes. So I have to go to today's notes to stay focused. So I just put beside my notes of what I absolutely have to get done beyond anything else, whether it's, changing something on my webpage or making those conversations. On the days I don't have those conversations, I have other actionable points where I have to get done. It doesn't mean I absolutely love doing them, but I will put ETF next to them, so Eat That Frog. so that I know at the very end of the day, those are the things that I absolutely had to accomplish during that work zone session. I also typically save my heavy work sessions for nap time, because we still do relatively, he's not asleep, relatively do nap time in our house. So I will try to do my lives, do my sales calls, do my new conversation starters where I can be completely focused on work. Okay, so that is my get into your work zone if you don't have the kids home. How do you do it when the kids are home, right? The kids are running around, they're going crazy. If you're like me, your kids are home all day. My kid, I have one kid. Somebody asked me, they're like, so I love connecting with you. I can't believe you have 6 kids. I'm like, who are you talking to? I have one. They're like, oh no, you have 6 kids. I'm like, no, one came out. I have one kid. No, you sure that you had 6? No, I just want to go on record. I have 1 kid. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So what do you do when the kids are home and you still need to get a batch of work done? So today, because yesterday was so crazy for us, we were gone all day. I had my MRI appointment. The kiddo had his hip appointment with the chiropractor. That was our special chiropractor's like an hour and a half away. What do we do? What do you do when you have to sit down and get stuff done? So today was a great example. I had to get some stuff done during the kiddo being awake, right? So how do you focus? Well, number one, again, pretty much the same tasks. I make sure I have my notes ready. I have my to-do list right here. I have all of the appropriate things that I need to get done. I do my potty break, and then I get the kiddo ready. So I have to mentally, if you will, prep the kiddo, because he's going to have to participate. He's going to have to participate on some level with me. Either it's sitting with me and working, which if you guys are in hashtag Mommy's on a Mission, my mompreneur Facebook group, if you're not there, totally should join it. He sat with me. He sat with me and worked. He took notes for me. Every once in a while I'd be like, okay, Chrissy, write this. And then I would just, spat off something that he didn't understand, and he'd like scribble, and he was so excited. Or I put his tablet in his schoolroom, and I let him do some of his schoolwork at his school desk while I sat in the rocker in his schoolroom, and I got some work done there. So we did 2 different scenarios where, I was like, okay, mommy has to get some work done, which I try not to do while he's awake, just because I'm to the point in my business where I don't necessarily have to work when he's awake. I try to be very, very focused on him. But there are some times where we just can't avoid it. We have to get stuff done, whether it's social sharing, following up, answering messages. You get the drift. Sometimes it's unavoidable, or mompreneurs, it happens. So I mentally prepared him for the fact that mommy has to work. I was already mentally prepared. I knew I had to do it. I mentally prepared him. I said, okay, we're going to sit here and we're going to do 30 minutes of schoolwork. Can you do this by yourself? Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. I can do my schoolwork by myself. Okay, buddy. So here, if you have any questions, let mommy know. He sat for like 45 minutes and did schoolwork completely by himself. Didn't ask me a question. He knows the systems to get through his lessons. So he was completely self-sufficient. And then when I had to get up, because my knee hurts and I can't sit still that long, I transitioned him to the table. I was like, okay, can you come help mommy take notes? Mommy really needs your help to take notes. So I involved him in the process. And sometimes you might have to do that with your kiddos, whether it's let them have independent playtime. Okay, mommy needs 30 minutes of time to work. Can you do XYZ? Give them a tablet and let them do schoolwork or reading, or if you're, pro movie, let them do movie time, or, let them work with you. They love that. My kiddo has an unattached keyboard that he just goes to town on and it's great, but I still do my basic getting in the work zone prep. If he's there, I can't turn a movie on because he's going to be like, mommy, what are you watching? What are you watching? Doesn't matter if he likes Titanic or not. He's going to want to sit with me and watch the movie. And I'm not actually watching the movie, so I can't do that when he's there. But I work from my to-do list. I always have my notes. I have my beverage ready. I've, done my potty break, and I'm ready. I have a plan of action. I have my ETFs set up so that I know that this I have to accomplish in order to get to the work zone. Same with music. I can't have music on when the kiddo's around because he's going to want to have a dance party, and I'm going to want to dance with him. Duh. So getting into the work zone might look a little bit different for you as well. Oh, I will say I also always have my Trello board up. So my Trello board, for those of you who may not know, is where I keep all of my stuff. I keep my content for my Facebook group, my business page, my blogs, my YouTube information, my videos. I keep my client information there. I keep my life. My business life is in Trello. God forbid they ever get rid of it, I will be screwed. So cross your fingers that never happens. But I will have that already set up before I even I'll sit down and I'll pull up everything that I will potentially need to get my work accomplished. I will close out of social media. I will turn my phone over so that I cannot see text messages or phone calls. It's always there in case something needs to, be answered. Well, Mom, it happens. But I try to eliminate distractions. So I can just simply focus. So, tricks to getting into your work zone. Pump yourself up. Mind knowing that you're going to sit down and you're going to get work done and you're going to accomplish. Work from your list. Have your notes open. Maybe you need to take notes as you go. I'm constantly going, oh my gosh, I really want to do this. Oh crap, I have to finish this. Let me write a note and I'll make a note of something that I need to do. I really need to re-edit this thing that I hand out to people for the strategy calls because it's ugly and I need a new version of it. So I have to redo that. And I was like, oh, I could do that now. No, I need to finish this before my live. So I wrote it down. It's now, added to my task. And it might be something that you need to do. When new inspiration strikes, try to write it down instead of acting upon it because you need to accomplish these specific things that you've already written down. So I hope that helps. If you guys have any things that help you get into your work zone, I would love to hear it. Let me know. Again, if you guys are catching the replay, #replay, let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions about other ways to get into your work zone, I definitely have some more. I'm going to talk on Friday about 5 tricks to get motivated when you're just not motivated. So if you're just like, Lord, I can never get motivated. I do it sometimes. I just can't. I don't want to do it. Nobody is responding anyway. I don't want to do it. You're going to want to tune in on Friday, 2 o'clock. We'll be here. It'll be great. But otherwise, that's it, guys. I hope that you took something out of this. I would love to know what you took out of this. What was your biggest, oh my gosh, I really need to implement this. What was that for you with this little Live with Lauren training? Because I always love to hear your thoughts. If you, like I said, if you have something that you're just like, oh, I really think that you should add this to your into work zone things, like something that you do specifically, I would love to know. You should drop it in the comments below. Hey, Zoe. Otherwise, I will see you guys Friday. If you didn't catch the announcement at the very beginning, I am going to start putting a ton of videos up on YouTube, specifically work, business, growth as a mompreneur. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, click that, go subscribe, and I would love for you to follow along. It's going to be kid-free. It's going to be, fluff-free. I don't like fluff. For those of you who have watched a number of my videos, you're going to realize that I don't do fluff. I get to the point, we get off. I'm not going to keep you for an hour. You're a mom. You don't have that kind of time. So it's going to be fluff-free. It's going to be business strategy specific. So I would love for you to go click that and then subscribe to my channel, and let's stay connected. Otherwise, I will see you guys Friday. Bye, guys.